before the game, we talked about just having a one-more game mindset. We've talked so much about this team's lack of experience coming in. Just what did you see from the guys down the stretch and how they were able to execute, not relinquish that 10-point lead and go this one out?
Man, I thought our execution was really good. I think, we found something there that was working for us. I thought Kay did an amazing job of just evaluating how the defense was playing him and when to get off it, when to be aggressive. And I just thought after that, everybody was just making the correct plays. Was able to find AT there for a lot of basket cuts, lobs as well. And defensively, for us, just battling and fighting. That's what this team, it's what our group has been about all year long. Even at a shoot-around today, you could just feel the energy of a group who has something to prove and wants every part of the action of it and just wants to embrace the opportunity in the moment. And I thought we did a great job of that coming into this game, coming into the Garden, and just staying composed and focused. And we kept saying in the huddle, like, we got to just find the joy in the whole game and just stay with it. And I think we were able to battle and come out with a victory is extremely important for us. No pressure. No, like my mom and dad sitting up there watching me. Grew up in Long Island, New York. My father used to always, on the weekends, drive me into the city to play against city competition. Every single weekend as a kid, and so being able to go out there and play the sport that I love and have the joy and be able to compete with this group and see my parents up there, family and friends. It's no pressure. It's just a joy now of going out and playing and doing whatever I can to really help the group play. And just help this group win in any way possible. And I'm extremely appreciative and grateful to be a part of this team and to be with these guys. The funny thing about this team is like, everybody's like his backs against the wall type mentality, but this group really loves being around each other, and I think that was like one of the biggest things. Like, we don't want this thing to stop. Like, we got to keep on fighting. And I just thought tonight it was a full-on effort. You see, guys on the bench, their spirit, their influence and their passion and wanting us to just strive out there is amazing. It's a whole organization and a whole group fighting for each other.
Tobias, can you speak on what you've seen from Asar Thompson tonight?
Man, I thought he did a great job early on in the game of being aggressive and attacking and just playing decisive out there, making quick decisions. Defensively, we know what he brings to the table. Was able to do a great job of just trying to show his hands on a lot of different plays, but the chase down blocks, the energy, the spacing out there as well of evaluating the plays to be made. That's the full-on growth of him as a player. He was, the X factor for us tonight of getting going and playing great. Extremely happy and excited for him and the night that he had. He's such a humble guy, and he's always the first one in the locker room after a game to pull up the film or the phone and to see ways that he can get better. So for him to have that type of performance tonight, I'm extremely happy for him and excited as well.
You guys had talked in the first 4 games about how the style of officiating fit your physical style well. They were letting a lot of stuff go.
Yeah.
How did you guys adjust tonight to a game that was called much tighter? How did your defense adjust to that?
Yeah, it was definitely called tighter tonight. And no, I thought for us, we kind of I thought we did a better job of realizing how the game was officiated. I mean, personally for myself, last 2 games, getting in foul trouble in situations, some of them, like early on, they let go on both sides. Some of them they call. So tonight it was kind of like once we knew where the whistle was, we kind of just adapted and just played well off of that.
You guys have won
4 times here now this year.
Mhm.
You know, I know it's one game at a time, all that stuff, but how much is the confidence if we can get it to 7, we feel good there?
Yeah, we're just focused on the next one. You know, that's the best one for us, and that's in our arena, and we need to go get a victory there. Our fans deserve that. The energy that they bring night in, night out. We want it, and that's the only thing we're looking forward to right now. And it's just us getting our rest, getting our recovery, and be ready to ball.
To piggyback on what Brian's asked you, you guys have been a good road team this year. One of the few teams in the league, like 7 or 8, that actually had winning road records this year. Why are you guys such a good road team?
Man, I don't know. I wish I could tell you that. You know, I don't know, but I do know that you know, this group embraces a lot of challenges, a lot of you know, atmospheres that we go in and play. I thought, yeah, tonight, like, we were very well composed in times where they made some runs or made some tough shots out there, and you know, that's what playoff basketball is about. It's kind of how you respond. So I couldn't answer that question. If I knew the answer, then I think we would, you know, we would handle some business at home, you know.
Tobias, can you get back to Cunningham for a second? Can you describe what it takes to shoot as you did in the first half? Maybe make a couple of turnovers in the play, sort of shake that off and play down the stretch at his young age the way he did.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think any of us really look at, like, nights where he may not be, like, particularly shooting it well just because of, you know, how much usage he gets, like, through the course of the game. We know that he's going to find his spots. I mean, you know, he's a 6'7", 6'6", 6'7" point guard. He's, you know, there's not, like, much a lot of defenses can do with him when he gets to his spots. And when he's getting out in transition, we know he's going to finish. Like, if he's just, like, you know, missing, it's not necessarily what someone else is doing. It's just kind of maybe the looks that he's getting. But, you know, I thought even in the first half he did a good job of figuring out where the defense was and getting off it a little bit faster and creating some open shots for other guys. So we weren't really too keyed in on, like, does he have it going, does he not? Like, we know he's going to get to his spots. And I thought, you know, second half he just did a great job of making the plays, making his looks, leading his team. 2 big free throws down in the stretch of the game. You know, that's who he is as a player, and that's who he is as a leader of this group as well. All right, thank you guys.